Welcome back, everybody. So today we're doing something different. I'm in Philadelphia for a work-related thing. Well, I decided to come take a look at some of these really old buildings. Because as you know, Philadelphia is the birthplace of the United States. So they have the Liberty Bell and Liberty Hall. And they got these really cool looking, I mean, probably 100-year-old buildings, I mean, like hundreds of years old, not 100-year-old. We got a cool little square. Anyway, so we're just gonna walk around this city and just check it out, see what Philadelphia has to offer.
Tell me.
Being from LA, I know our buildings are not that old compared to here in Philly. We got here a statue of Benjamin Franklin, they call him one of the forefathers of the United States, right? And they got that weird looking sculpture. So this is the downtown area, and there are like some older buildings. Some of these buildings, who knows how old they are. But this building right here is beautiful. This is the city hall. Well, not the current city hall, but it was a city hall at one point. I was here yesterday when I flew in, but it was dark. You really couldn't see it. At night it looks awesome because it's all lit up. So let's go across the street and get a closer look. But let's just appreciate this building. Look at how high it goes. And there's I'm assuming, I don't know who that is up on top, but look how beautiful this building is. They don't make buildings like this anymore. The architecture is amazing. Let's see who this guy is here. John Christian Bullitt. Hey, he invented the Bullitt Mustang. No, he didn't. John Boyle, his attorney. Here's another look at that church. I think it's I don't know what kind of church it is, but it's definitely a church. I don't even know if it's open. So last night, oh, it's open on the other side, so we're gonna go all the way around. But you could walk through this hall and just look how beautiful this hall is. Those tall spires, almost reminds me of like a Roman, like courthouse or courtyard. I mean, these gates are really nice too. I'm telling you, man, this building is amazing. I'm gonna get back further so you can see the top of that spire. Oh, there's a clock tower even. I want to know who's on top of that. Probably like Ben Franklin, or like the founder of Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia. Just a beautiful building. Here's Octavius Valentine Cato. So I'm sure all these people have something to do with the history of America. So they're celebrating them by building statues and all. Another really amazing building. Who knows what's going on up there. That's where Dozer's coming at her. You guys are familiar with the movie Ghostbusters. I mean, the city looks cool. There's oh, that's like a courthouse, right? Old Roman style buildings right there. I wish I knew more. I'm sorry if I'm... Oh, that's a hotel. That's a Ritz-Carlton. So it's probably a courthouse back in the day. I'm sorry if I'm screwing, if I'm messing all this up. I just decided to walk around and show you guys the city. This architecture is really beautiful. And of course, you gotta have your dragon's head protecting you. And then you got whoever that is. It's like an Indian dressing. And above that, some old dude. Yeah, see how beautiful this building is? Market Street National Bank. Kind of like a New York style. Well, I mean, not New York style, but like this skyline reminds me of New York, even though we're a few hundred miles away from New York, or 100 miles. No, actually, we're closer than that. Here's another closer look at this building. I mean, all these buildings are really nice. Really, like, they're just very stylish. All the decorations. This one almost has like Aztec style, or like Mexican style colors. It almost looks like the tail of a dragon. And again, I don't know how old these buildings are, or even if they're the original buildings, but I'm pretty sure they don't make buildings like this anymore. This architecture is different. As you can see, that one obviously is a modern building. It is such a nice clock tower. Whoever's up there must be very important because they put them above the city. I'm trying to look for a plaque that'll tell me who's up there. But just look how beautiful the trim is on the top of that building. The archways on the windows. That green stuff you think, I think that's all copper. It's green because it's oxidized. Above the window right there. Anyway, let's move on. So my GoPro decided to take the weekend off. It is a Saturday. And it told me, nah, man, we ain't working today. I think the battery died prematurely. Hey, but that's what GoPros do. But anywho, we're gonna try the iPhone. And I found out who's sitting on the top of that building. It's none other than William Penn himself, the founder of Pennsylvania. And this being the old capital, they decided to honor the man by putting him all the way on top. I want to walk you through that hallway. See how the gate's open? Earlier it wasn't open. So I hope the video can capture how enormous this place is. How tall these ceilings are. With these beautiful columns. I mean, it looks better. I came during the day. Or no, actually, I came at the same time, but the lights weren't on. So it just makes it look that much better. Beautiful arched doorways. Just an awesome hall. There's an ancient video camera right there, or security camera. This hall's a lot smaller than the other one. And it has like a dungeon, I guess. Cornerstone of the city. Public Records of Philadelphia. So I don't know what's down there, but it looks kind of creepy. But the rest of this is pretty cool. So this hallway leads you to this other courtyard. Now you're in the middle of the building. So back in the day, this would have held all the politicians and judges and lawyers and whatever. So That's what probably all these offices were used for back in the day. And it's cool. I'm assuming whoever had his office in there could see everything happening in this courtyard. I don't know if this is probably not original from when they built this thing. This is probably all dirt back in the day. But there's this huge compass on the floor. But check it out. And they got, I think this is, I don't know where that goes. Probably another dungeon. But they did have a subway station right here. That is now closed. So let's go to the other side. So the hallway on this side is not as impressive as the other side, but still really nice. And this is, I guess this would be the exit. Pretty awesome. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned these gates. These gates are amazing. Big, heavy wrought iron gates. I don't know what's at the end over there, but that's a really nice look of the city. This big main street they have right here. I think it's called Franklin Parkway. So I'm sure that's a museum down there. That's what it looks like. A city like Philadelphia that has buildings a lot older than the ones in LA, to me, is very interesting. I like just looking at them because these are hundreds of years old. And again, forgive me if I'm getting all these dates wrong. See how cool that looks? Look at that archway in the middle. No reason to put that. Nowadays they wouldn't do that. Not that I'm a building expert or anything, but that's, I mean, they could fill it with condos nowadays, that space right there. But back in the day, somebody took the time to build that archway instead of just leaving it blank. See, that's what I like about this old construction. See, like, there's no reason to have those little decorations over the, well, I think they're mantles, right? All they're really used for is for pigeons to nest on there. There's no reason to put that there, and they just did it because it looked nice. Now I know we have stuff like this in LA, but actually I don't know if we have stuff like this in LA. I live in the Los Angeles County, but not in Los Angeles City. This is beautiful. All that stained glass window right there. These gates are kind of cool. And then the world's largest paintbrush. You see how it says Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts? Founded in 1805. So this building was built in 1805. So it is quite old. You gotta hand it to them, man. They built it to last. Pretty awesome, that giant paintbrush back there. But I'm gonna go to the other side of the city. I'm gonna try to get to some of the older stuff, which is, I think, a few miles that way. So let's head over there. All right, we made it. A quick 20-minute walk from the hotel I'm staying at, and we're here in the middle of this huge city, modern city. We got this, Liberty Hall. Now we're gonna take a closer look at it, but I just wanted to show it to you as I'm walking towards it. As you can tell, it's getting dark, so I'm not gonna have much more daylight to film. And here's another old building with an ATM on the side of it. Oh, by the way, it's very slippery in Philadelphia for some reason. All right, here we go. Independence Hall. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Pretty much cementing the creation of the United States of America. It's a great, beautiful land that we all live in. Even though it might have its problems here and there, But this was the birthplace of it. The Declaration of Independence was signed in that hall.
Doesn't make sense.
Now, I'm from Southern California, so we have one of these at Knott's Berry Farm. And I don't know if it's built to scale. It's probably not. So I've seen this building before. But this is the original Independence Hall. Sorry for the shakiness, like I said, my GoPro decided not to help me out today. Now I know this might be boring to some of you people, but this excites me. I love old buildings. I love the history of this great nation of ours. And when are you ever in Philadelphia to come see Independence Hall? But that's not it, guys. Right across the street from Independence Hall, they have the Liberty Bell. But there it is, guys, the Liberty Bell. And there's a whole history of how that bell came to be. I believe, I was reading it earlier, I think they rang it when the United States was finally, or the Declaration of Independence was finally signed. And it's been a symbol for the United States, a symbol of freedom. Well, there you have it, guys. Look, Independence Hall right behind me. I know this is different than most of the videos I make, but I thought it'd be cool to show it to you guys because I've never been to Philadelphia. And I enjoyed it. It's amazing seeing the history of our country. Right there, man. Declaration of Independence was signed right there in that building. But anyways, guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one.